Yeah, it's like someone tried to walk in and get in before him, but I was like, I can't do it. It's like, and then he got mad too. It's like, geez.
Oh wow, yeah, I think we saw him coming in.
Yeah, because it was like, and then he, because I didn't know if it was, I couldn't see all the way over to where you guys were, but it's like, still, it's like, geez. It's like, I don't do any of the squeezing in or any of the.
Yeah, we were watching him. It took him like 20 minutes to park.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, geez, dude, if you would have not parked and you would have flipped in, you might have got a haircut. It was like, God. It's like, jeez. And then he was over there playing Kids Southern Cowboy. He was like over there making sure it was like nothing was gonna. It was like, God.
He parked over there, and then he tried to park next to us, and then he pulled in right here.
Yeah, I thought I saw that. I was like,
I'm like, what
jeez.
is he doing? I was like, look, he's gonna try to get in before you.
Oh, you told him that?
No, I said he was. I looked like when he walked up to the door.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
shit,
what was
is someone in
happening.
there?
Yeah, no, you were right. You called it. That's exactly what was trying to transpire. That shit wasn't gonna happen on my car. That was like, And then I asked him, "Are you able?" And he almost tried to say yes, and he was like, "No, you're not." It's like, dude. I swear to God on everything. Even my client was standing there, and it was like, "Dude, that's I have an appointment with another able. That's all right." It was But I doubt your real name is Abel. Let me see your driver's license.
Yeah, that's what you have to say.
All of a sudden, it's all Chris Sanchez, and he's like, God damn. Oh no, I know an Abel. It's like, God damn. That's like, I've had that happen before too, where it's like, crazy.
Yeah, that's
How far apart do you make your appointments?
They're like on every half an hour. On the half an hour, pretty much.
And you start at what time in the morning?
I get here at 7:30, and then the first haircut I'm supposed to do at 9 o'clock, but now I've allowed the guys to come in at 8 o'clock and 8:30 and everything. And then if I start at 8, on Friday and Saturday I open at 8. And so then on those days, I even let the guys come in at 7:30. Just to be, the guys that couldn't get in, or, oh, it's booked and I couldn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you can come in before it opens, but that's all I, really can do.
nice.
Unless it's like, a super emergency and I can do whatever. But it's, what I mean? I try not to. I've went down that road before and it turns into a non-emergency path.
You're open half day on Saturdays?
Yeah, just until 2 and everything. And really, it's like, you should be working every day, all day. It's like, there is no day off. But, I did that for a year, so now it's time to enjoy 6 days a week and have 1 day off. And,
There you go.
How long have you been here?
3 years. And it'll actually, and I'm sorry, it'll be 3 years, January, I think 7th or 3rd. In January, the beginning of January this year. And you know what? I opened up with 0 clients. Didn't have 1 person.
Wow.
Didn't care. Just because I knew my ability. It was almost like Andy Warhol. They're like, oh, you don't open unless you have clientele. He's like, wait a minute, I'm Andy Warhol. It's like, I'm just going to open. It's like, they'll find me. It's like,
Yeah.
I never paid Google, I never did anything, and then they say, how did you do that? Because everything is real. Everything here is what they say it is. There's no magic trick. And they're like, oh, this haircut's $50 because we use 25 hot towels or whatever. It's like, nah. It's like, this haircut's this, but it's going to be complete fire. We would like to have a hot towel and Merry Christmas. You can have one. You don't need 20 of them.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything more for the epidermis. But guys, the crazy twist is I take my educator license December 14th. So if I become a teacher, then I'll probably open up a school as well. Yeah, just because it's 20,000 per student to go to barber school and everything, and you figure you can run 50 students, you made $1 million. And it helps the people out because you figure, okay, what does an instructor make out here? 40,000 or whatever it's like, or 45,000. It's like, all right, I'll pay you 56,000 coming for me. You made 56 over here, but you're clean cut, you look good, you do the right things, you make 60 if you do all that. Sir, superior integrity and respect. That's where it's like, and the school has to be the same way. Sir, School of Barbering. So it's like, what does your school do differently than any of the other schools? We have all babyless equipment. It's all cordless. We have Dyson blow dryers. We have Mizutani shears, the best of the best. And then you get to learn texture, direction, all the stuff that you're not learning at these other schools. Where they're doing very minimal, basic teaching. I want to go into a little bit more detail, along with standard curriculum, but I want to bring them into 2022.
Yeah.
So it's.
I mean, if you have the patience for it, it takes a lot of patience to do something like that. To take on teaching them, the steps and everything.
Yeah, being an instructor.
And so what I'll do is this, and this is how I bridge that gap. And so what I'll do is this. Teaching them the written bookwork is, I can do that with a monkey. I mean, that part is nothing. It's the most basic bookwork you've seen in your entire life. It's at a 5th grade reading level, as far as I'm concerned, the written curriculum for the barber. So they will pass that. And so it's my main objective to teach them the practical, which is also very easy, but I'll add the anecdote of teaching them, extra stuff too on top of that. But it's easy. If you ran through it's a 60 question test. For even though you got to run through the different chapters, but you get 8 months to run through it. So it's like, if you can't get the students up and going by then you failed as a teacher, just in the sense of you're not good enough. And guess what? They all failed as teachers so far. So that's where I come in to rewrite the whole game. And it's like, well, how can you teach these students? It should be pretty easy in the sense of, hey guys, if you're doing your proper work and everything, and the school's set up, designed correctly, you should pass. It isn't quantum physics. And it's like, it's a barber school, barber class, and it's pretty easy. And that's where a teacher can just say you wanted to bring someone aboard and say, I'm really going to allow you to make money and whatever a high school teacher might make or whatever, $60,000 a year or whatever, bring someone on for $80,000 a year. But you really just hire, one instructor for the bookwork side of it, which is the easiest side of it. You just run through your chapters, and then you give them quizzes, and I'll be quizzing the students in the morning, every morning. So every morning, how I'll have it set up is you hit bookwork for 3 hours. So you go into the classroom with the 2 woman teachers, or the 1 woman teacher, or whatever it is, or 2 of them, or me and that woman, and you do bookwork for the first 3 hours. After that, whatever chapter we're on with the practical, you're going to do. So if we're on hair washes and hair cutting isn't until the end, guess what? Hair cutting isn't until the end. So it's like, there will be no pandemonium in my school. Which I've seen a lot of pandemonium guys doing this, that, and you'll get kicked out if you come to my school.
That's what I'm saying. You have those that think that
you're gone.
They're going to run the show.
Bye. Those are the ones that are out of there. And they're out of there immediately. And why are they out of there? Because we're not doing it for the money.
Yeah.
And when you're not doing it for the money, it becomes successful. And then you make a hell of a lot of money. It's almost like reverse engineering and reverse psychology. Yeah, it's...
Well, you have those ones that are going to be doing it because that's what they want to do and they're serious about it. And you have ones that are going in there just to be clowns.
And check this out, and there's another good thing though, but a bad thing in a way. a good thing that these schools have exploited and turned it into a bad thing. These guys get financial aid, pays them for the school, so the school really doesn't care whether they graduate or not. That's why they're in such a disarray. But the state board's adding new guidelines and implementing things to update the structure. I have a feeling that they're going to fall in love with me, and that's going to be the part where it's, if I happen to look at my heart of hearts, I don't want to pass that test. I don't want to open a school. I don't want to have millions of dollars. I don't want to do all that right away. This is easy right here. But we'll see what happens, and if I do get the license, then I will know that I must open the school. And there's one of the barber schools up for sale now, so it's like, you just get with that person, say, hey, I'll buy all this shit in here, how much do you want, write him a check, and Search School of Barbering opens up. And then, and it's easy to get the students, so it's...
How long did it take you to build your clientele?
Like having students come over? God, overnight. I'd call DVR, the rehabilitation place that pays for these guys to have a license. I'd call them and tell them, send me every single dude that you have. And that'd probably be about 25 to start. And I'm in full contact with them. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Do you have any hair clay in stock, or are you still waiting?
Oh, it'll be here, what day is it today? Thursday or Friday?
Friday.
It'll be here Monday.
Okay.
And it will be here Monday. And I have your number too, and I'll call you too when it gets here.
Thanks, man.
All right, awesome. Appreciate you. Because now it's coming to the point where it's getting a little bit too busy for me, to where it needs to be structured again. I need to start implementing employees, and things need to go in another direction of some sort with it. Because you see, man, you can keep going and buying $40,000 watches. You can just write homeboy a check for the school for $40,000 and call it a wrap and say, hey, dude, forget about the watch. That's not going to yield you anything. And I say women because, like, say, like, your wife over here, just pretend that she was an educator or whatever. Okay, well, then she goes over and makes a lot more. But I'm just saying, pretend that she wasn't. And it was like, okay, then she goes over there and makes $65,000 a year or whatever. And she's not having a hard job. Someone who comes out of retirement can do it. It's like you're teaching curriculum out of that book and everything. It isn't that, it's someone who's nicer and is able to, vibe with the students like that. But there's 100,000 instructors, but I'm just saying it's building and finding the right ones. And that's going to be more of a process than getting the students in. Because I feel like I could do it all myself, and I'd probably be greedy the first year and just run 25 students, just me. And then, you know what I mean, and graduate all 25 of them. And then call the State Board of Barbers and Cosmetologists and say, hello, daddy's home. Look what I've done.
Yeah, true.
And I plan to do much more. It's like, but you gotta think of all those angles, and having those conversations are monumental, because through one of those conversations, someone will bring up something that you might not have thought about, and then you have to cover those grounds. But I just see in the barber field of any way, shape, or form of anything that there's nothing. I'm on another level with it, just to where I really believe that it's. And then when I was at the school, I got to get a little taste of how much these guys gravitate towards me as being like an attractor, or whatever it is that you are. And so like you're barbering and they all come in at, so I just say the school would be very easy to formulate together. And then eventually what you do is you humble yourself and say, okay, I'm gonna stop soaking the million a year, and I'll actually hire someone else, and I'll get myself out of the business and, start buying real estate and putting people in homes and then moving forward like that, trying to get all that going on. And see, look at his haircut now. See how I went just real smooth with this fade and everything? Just so it's nice and clean. That's the ghost fade, and that one is the best. That's for people who don't want to have, and I'm showing your wife to where it's like, you don't want to sit here and take the clippers and then come up. That's too high for him. He likes to have that nice, good hair that he can mess with up here. I'm going to soften that, but he has that nice gradual effect of a shadow fade. So it's, I find that for the gentleman, this one works much better for them getting a fade. I appreciate you always coming back.
Oh, yeah,
You always, you never have to have anxiety to see him come into the chair when you're not getting him. It's never gonna happen.
Actually, my father, he's 84 years old, and he likes my hair. You know, after my haircut, so he wants to.
Oh, he wants to come in?
Yeah, he wants to come in and.
I should run a senior discount too. It's something I might just pull out. Senior haircuts are easier, so a little less work.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean there's less integrity.
Oh, your teeth.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit easier. This is superior.
Yeah, we're in work. How come you're off work already?
And how's everything at work?
Yeah, it's pretty busy. It's gotten busier.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would assume so too.
Yeah. The holidays are coming, so.
It's gonna even get busier.
Oh, yeah. People like to come go and gamble.
I want to go get a room over there for a few nights or whatever's home at here.
They just.
So yeah, it's nice rooms.
They
Really
just
nice.
redid it.
Oh really?
Yeah, they just got
Damn.
redid their rooms and it's beautiful.
What do they charge per night?
They're
Oh,
expensive.
did you for the first time?
Are they?
Yeah, they're well compared to other ones. It's about like about $320 a night, but it's a suite.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all suites.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And do they do just kind of you rent
So
like the
where-
whole
where
entire
is she
week or
working
not?
at?
Not even.
I'm sure they do.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice of them. They don't have to.
Oh no, they don't. But yeah, they're pretty flexible. You know, you ask them, and they'll give you a good
When
deal.
did you finally do your deal yesterday?
They probably wouldn't want to give me a deal only because I don't gamble, so it's kind of like. And it's kind of, you know, you're shooting them in the foot, so I don't want to do that. It's like, but I do want to stay in the rooms.
Well,
What time did you get there?
Just for a couple of nights.
They want you to be there for
Holy
their
shit, it took that long? Why so long?
restaurants and
Oh, I would love to go to the restaurant.
oh, they're very good food.
Yeah, I'm gonna find myself fairly soon watch there the Tamaya
Yeah.
this holiday, no matter what.
Nice.
And I mean, just taking a week off in the sense of kicking your legs up at Sandia, and then after that, checking out of that hotel after a couple days, and then going over to the Tamaya or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
Tamaya.
you did?
Something about watching it, this is what it looks like so far. Just gotta
Because your
lighten
sister
those
sent me that
sides
text
just a tiny bit of watch.
Okay.
by accident. It was meant for you. I was like, well, what is this supposed to be for? So I figured it had something to do with that, but I still figured it was going to be a couple of days.
Hey, Jimmy.
So when did they get it in that day? He told you? And that's a thorough inspection? Okay. How do you like it? Is it? Good.
Hey, do you want anything in your hair?
No.
Okay, let me show this to you. Watch.
As long as you're enjoying it. Be careful. Talk to me maybe whenever you're not busy. Well, I mean, not now.
Nice. Like it.
Awesome. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir. Very
Come on,
good.
look at it standing up just real quick to you, just so you can see it without the cape. And then right over here in the mirror, watch. Awesome.